Hi, welcome back to Craft Basics, where art is a passion and craft is your everyday life. In today's video, I'm going to do something a little bit different. So I will be putting this beautiful design here on a canvas. So this is material with vinyl print, and I will be putting it on a canvas. And this canvas is pretty much one of my art pieces that I didn't quite like how it was turning out, so I am going to turn it into something a lot more beautiful today, and I'm sure something that I will love. So what I did initially was to cover the original art piece with some this is foam, like sponge. I think this was one of the thinnest options that they had in the fabric store. You could choose to go thicker if you like, but it wasn't necessary for me. So I used my staple gun to attach the sponge to the canvas, and in order for me to hide all of this that's going on here, I'm going to use a piece of fabric, same color scheme as the one that I will be attaching to the front, to cover the back. So I cut this fabric with enough material to go underneath the board. All right, and what I will be doing is I'm going to be using some fabric glue, and I'm going to run the fabric glue along the edges. All right, so it's coming down slowly. It's a little on the thicker side. For fabric glue, you can get it in any fabric store or on Amazon. Okay, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead, hit that subscription button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss my videos. All right, so we don't need a lot, we just need something to hold it in place once I tuck it under. All right, so I'm going to use this little tool here to assist me with getting the fabric under the board. All right, so when I'm finished, I pretty much just want a nice clean backing on my canvas. I don't want something that is going to appear messy, and I really don't want it to come out easily either. So I'm going to do this on the next side. And you don't have to use like a lot of the fabric glue. You really just want to have enough just to keep it in place over time. And I believe this is a really nice way to create your own artwork at home, if you're not able to do more expensive stuff. Okay, so we just want to tuck it nicely under the board on the canvas, and now we're going to apply it to this side. So just give it a little squeeze. I don't know why this one is giving me so much work, but it will be worth it. All right, so I'm just gonna continue tucking and ensure that none of my fabric is showing up. All right, so we only have one side to go. And this was just something that I was just thinking, oh, I really don't love the way this piece came out. So I'm going to change the look entirely. And I have done fabric art before, so, you know, not in the same fashion, a different technique, but this one works just fine. All right, so I just want to have this neatly tucked. All right. So now that we're finished with the back of the canvas, I'm gonna close my glue so that it doesn't dry out. I'm gonna flip this over, and we are going to use our staple gun to apply or to attach this design. And as I mentioned before, what I did was to cut this design using my Cricut Explorer, and I used a heat press machine to put it onto the fabric. Okay, so I did do my measurements before coming on cam, so I just need to properly line up my canvas on this material. All right, so we're just gonna fold it and staple. Okay, so we are good in terms of where everything falls, and I'm just going to tuck a little bit and then flip it over just to make sure that I have the positioning correct. Yes. So this looks great to me. Awesome. So let's flip it back over. And we will start with the stapling. Let me just tuck a little too much. All right, so top to bottom. And last check before we staple. And we're good. All right, so when I am stapling, I like to go from my short side and work my way down to the other sides. All right, here we go. So I'm just gonna punch one in the middle here just to hold everything together. And you can have your wood showing. All you have to do is pretty much just tuck your material under. All right. So just a little tuck, and we're going to staple. This one wasn't positioned properly, so let's try that again. All right, awesome. And this staple gun I purchased on Amazon. I'll leave the link below so you can check that out. So this is a part that you want to ensure that it is pretty neat, because it will show at the front if it's not done properly. So I'm just going to grab my scissors and cut some of this excess fabric. So that my tuck. And this is a tailor scissors that I'm using. So just gonna punch one in here. And I'm gonna fold it over and punch. Okay, so remember we're tucking a little bit. I think I work better from this side, so let's come back here. All right. Okay, and this project is not going to take you very long to achieve. Once you have your design, you get it printed, you press it onto the material, then you know it's just smooth sailing from there. So let's get rid of some of the excess fabric again. We're folding. We're locking in that side. All right, so at this point, I'm just going to do a quick check off the front to make sure that it is coming on nicely and everything looks great. So we continue. I know the staplers are pretty loud. All right. Once again, we're getting rid of some excess fabric that is easier to fold. So we're almost finished. And once this is done, what I'll pretty much do is I will add some frame hooks onto the back end. So anywhere up here. Okay. All right, so let me remove some excess fabric here again. So if you notice, I am folding and pulling at the same time, which allows me to have a neater project. All right, so let's close out on this side. So this can go. Don't need all that fabric. So we're gonna do like a small tuck and a fold. Got it? And I think that brings us to the end. All right, so you could, choose your own design that inspires you, but this is the one that I really liked and I wanted to go with today. So on the edge of your canvas, looks nice and neat. All right, let me know what you think about this artwork today. It doesn't have to be painting, but it's still art. Thanks so much for sticking with me to the end, and leave a comment and let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Bye.